Oh, I'm live. Good morning, good evening, good night to some of you. I don't know who I'm talking to because I can't see shit yet. Doesn't matter. I don't think there's anybody here yet. Why should there be? I haven't announced anything. And normally there's not. I'm actually getting people to watch them on you know, when I'm finished. It's more for me. I do have the sickness, and I do have to take it easy. And I've been washing clothes. That's all I've been doing. You know, what the fuck can you do? You know, I played a lot of music. Let me be honest. I'm going out playing this week, so I'm glad that my um, isolation is over because I'm feeling better. It's over this Friday, and I'm going to play Saturday. That's mean tomorrow I'm over with the quarantine. Isolation, it's not a quarantine. Actually, it is because people don't want you to go out of the room to, you know, infect your fellow man. And that's cool in my eyes. But I talked a lot about my ex last time, and it was not so much about her. Um, it was not to bash her. It was just to say, listen, you're living close with a lot of people who's not honest to you. They're dishonest. And what is it we do with dishonest people? Um, is it needs? Is it my cross to bear right now? No, it's not. But I think she deserves it because the way they put me out there is kind of shameful. And to think they're all that, they're nothing. Um, and I'm saying I'm good because I'm a musician. It's got nothing to do with that. I'm not good because I've been in TV. I could take this laptop here, and I could play a lot of music a lot of uh, shit from my past. Why should I? Why should I gain a following uh, because of my past? You see, I got 68 subscribers right now. That's fine for me. I don't need more. I just need people to hear myself talk. This is literally talking to me. And if that helps anybody, I'm going to talk about addiction. I'm going to talk about being a former gang member, gang hang around, or gang. I was a member. You can't. I was not a member, but I was. Yeah, kind of. But you see, I had fun. I'm going to talk about everything. I'm going to talk about it all. You know what I mean? And I'm not ashamed about my life. I'm not ashamed that I've been an addict. I'm not ashamed I smoked this. I'm not ashamed. The fuck? I hate people when they say they're something and then they're not. She was so ashamed of my smoking hashish and weed. Her neighbors was taking amphetamines all the time, like in meth, sniffing it, all that shit. She talked to them like nothing ever happened. But my weed smoking, oh, that was bad. You see, I had a depression. It's got nothing to do with the weed. People, people believe what they want to believe. That's what I wanted. That was my statement the other day. It was not to bash my ex, but I'm glad people understood that there's a lot of women who plays victim, and yes, I was yelling high, but That's over now. I want to say thank you to all the people who was understanding it, you know, and not try to say, "Ooh, what did you do there?" I don't care, you know. I did something wrong. She did something wrong. It is what it is. So let's flow with that. I heard these English. Now I found Tommy. I found the 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 channel, but the channel it's impossible to know when they're on and when they're not. So yesterday I was waiting like for hours. I can see if they're on now. You see, I have I tried to on two phones too, but this Christian Morris, he actually answered me. I was writing, is this the place where you can get up and talk? You know what I mean? Because look, that's my dog. My dog. Look, who is this dog waiting for? Do you think? Look, me, me, sick to steal a dog. But Tommy, they're clearly sick in their head over there. The village. I want to see if I. Oh wait, I'm wrong here. Sorry, come a lot of shit somewhere. I found it yesterday. Oh, there it is. There. No, nothing about alive right now. That's weird. You should think there should be live now. Is that live? No, okay. No. It's the cream scene. It's not live right now. But it is what it is. I just wanted to ask what the fuck is going on. And it seems, I don't know what that Chris Morris is, but he's maybe the reason of the team. I don't know. But I want to ask, how can you say these things about all of us, especially about Tommy right now, who's going through shit? I think he's feeling better now. That's not the point. But to go after a man uh, after he lost, I know how I felt. You know, this month, it's actually 2 years ago that I lost my mom. Look, she's always just, I got her all around, all around. I got pictures with her all around me. My dad is right here. He died 6 weeks after. I got him in a reach of a fucking when I'm sitting down, because that's what I need. And if that's what I need, it's what I need. So nobody, you can't say, oh, you've been grieving for a long time now. Now you have to stop. No, I'll be sad until I'm not sad anymore. So fuck you and fuck the rest of you. Get the fuck out of here. You see, it's not about the time frame. It's about letting a man have his grief when he lost when he lose something like his mom and his dad. Let a man be a man. Don't take that away from him, because that's what 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 was done to me, and I felt awful about it. But you see, people will always be people. But they were good people. They were all people are good too. I'm not saying it's all bad, but I'm saying to this dream scene, let him be right now. There's a time and place for everything. Have some dignity. I thought you were English. You see, the monarchy you come from is Danish. It's not German. Listen here. The monarchy started in Denmark, you motherfuckers. So it's not about where it started. It's about getting along. It's not about being an internet fucking troll or calling. I don't want to go after Wisdom because Wisdom is apparently good enough. I always thought so. He was always good in my book. But Brian Hurley, you've been saying some nasty shit to that bleeding heart. What the fuck? So and Mr. Known, a womanizer is a man who's getting a lot of pussy. He's getting a lot of sex with a lot of different women. That's all it is. It's not something bad. It's not bad to be a womanizer. It's not. You can say that if you're married, but like if it stands on its own, womanizer, it's not a wrong thing or a bad thing. You can be a womanizer in a fun way. You know what I mean? They've been writing books about womanizers, Sorrow, all these characters. And to say Tommy is one of them is actually wrong, and you know that. But it's funny to hear you, say all kind of weird shit just to get through to him. Tommy is his own man, and he did not do all the things she's trying to say he's been doing, like being a Nazi lowrider, all kind of weird things. But this weekend I'm going out to play. I'm going out to play with some really fine musicians, some good friends, and I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm going to go there. I'm feeling better and better. Uh, I'm going to practice all day tomorrow, and then I'm going to go. Yeah, not no buts if or maybe I am going to go. So it's going to be cool. We're going to play for like, I don't know, 100 people or something, maybe a little less. It's not a big gig. It's a private gig. So I love these gigs. And it's actually for somebody I know. So it makes it more fun there already. And you see, playing for people, actually, this is kind of funny. Playing for people can be more of a challenge than playing for like 40,000. That's weird, isn't it? Because the 40,000, you don't know shit there. You see, if you know somebody and you have to show what you can do, it's sometimes more. Actually, when I got older, when I was young, I didn't care playing for my family. It was like nothing. But when I got older, you see, um, it was like it was not embarrassing to play for my parents and my family and shit like that. But it was like it took more balls than playing for like a stadium. It was weird. But it's because you have feelings towards the people you play for. But you have feelings for your fans too. Of course you do. But in another way. You don't know your fans personally. If you knew them personally, it would be a whole other thing. That's why I love my old colleague and friend Camille Jones. She's doing these concerts inside at you in your home, and it's a names, from Denmark, like big names, and they're playing in your fucking living room. You know what I mean? And it's like your biggest It's your idols who's playing in your fucking living room. So it's a huge thing in Denmark, and it's a wonderful idea she got there. Sorry, I was thirsty. But it's a wonderful idea she got there. Playing for, and then you can win a concert. She's been doing all kind of things, and it's been working. And especially, wait, I'm gonna do it like this. No, I'm gonna wait for a minute. But um, you see, playing. Um, I don't know if no, it's not all. Playing for like people that's already into you it's a whole other experience. But I'm here just to talk to get better, and I feel better today, and I'm thankful that YouTube just let me go live whenever the fuck I want, because it's not that much StreamYard. I don't want to pay anything to get on here. Not yet. I don't have a following. I'll get a following, but then I have to schedule it and all kind of, and this is just sick. It's the sick jams, I call them. The sick jams, because it is what it is. I'm sitting here getting through the fucking sickness, and I'm tomorrow I'm out of the quarantine, and then I'm going out to play. It's gonna be a nice thing for me. You see, been sitting in a fucking room for like ages, just trying to get something to do. But I had my guitar, and having a guitar, I actually make this. I always take my oldest, fucking most smashed guitar for this, because it's got a good sound. But this is my fingers all sticky for all the weed. Hey, Swan. Hey, Tommy, give me the real. What's going on? I'm just sitting here sick, and I'm going out to play tomorrow and the day after, and I'm like, ooh, but I'm going to do it anyway. But because I didn't have, I had the COVID, but the quarantine or the isolation is finished tomorrow, and I got a little, I'm coughing a little, and it's nothing. So I'm going out to play. Oh, my finger was sticky, man. That's this ball here. That's very strong. But I'm going out to play the day after tomorrow, and I'm looking forward. He's been calling me, my boss, like every fucking minute. Are you okay? Are you okay? Because it's his like it's his I think it's his wife's 50 years of birthday. I don't want to say too much, because if I'm wrong there, women, she'll kill me. I'm going to sleep there and shit. So, but I'm looking forward, because it's friends, and it's a good thing. We heard from, I know Tommy heard from Doc, and he's doing good. Killing those. I was actually, Tommy, I was actually trying to get over there yesterday, but you never know when the fuck they're on there. I just tried now to see if they were live. No. Oh, you haven't heard from Doc since last. But he was doing good, wasn't he? Yeah. I thought he was doing good. I think he's doing good. I hope so, because actually for me it's been quite a it hasn't been that bad. The cringe is satisfied. Okay. Yeah, you are, Clement. So, man, I was trying to get up there, because I literally wrote to Chrissy Morris. I didn't know he would answer, but I wrote, "Is this the place where you can get a discussion going on?" I was trying to be humble, trying to be, because I'm not going up there to yell and scream. That's not why I'm going. I'm not going up there to get some answers. Why they're suddenly talking bad about you, Tommy? Why they're talking bad about our whole team? Why? Because they knew us. Mr. Unknown knew us. We've been good to these people. We haven't said fuck you and all that shit. And I literally had to. I listened to, but I was writing. Can I get up there? And when? Are you live or are you not live? Or what is this? They're standing, you're alive. It's standing with big letters, you're live. But, and then Chris Martin, yeah, mate, it's, when there's more people here, we will go on and blah, 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 blah. I said, I have some questions I want to ask Brian. Can I get through to that? And he was like, yeah, but you have to wait until he's here. And I was waiting and I was waiting. The streams they're doing is 11 hours and some change. 11 hours. Who the fuck can get 1,300 views in 11? If I was sitting here and I don't got a following, I bet you I would at least get 500 people watching in if I was sitting here like this in 11 hours. What the fuck? They have a following. And the way he was talking to Bleeding Heart, whoa, that was something else. Talking to a woman like that, that shows that you don't have a thing down under. If you're talking to a woman like that, you're not a man. You're just something women are laughing at because you want to do. I haven't heard such bad words since, I don't know, since the beginning of time. And I since, I don't know. It was just Brian, man. You're making a fool of yourself, and uh, yeah, I would know. I would like to know too, Tommy. But Tommy, you are killing them over there because they are so fucking stupid, and they're doing no good. They're making you look bad. They think they're not making you look bad because we know the truth, and I think people who's listening know. If you look Brian Hurl's name up, you get shocked. You get shocked. He's literally he have literally the worst name I ever caught on paper. What the fuck? All kinds stolen money from children's charity and all kind of weird shit. Who the fuck? And I was trying to get up there just to say, Brian, you know us. How can you say Tommy is a racist? Because if he's a Nazi lowrider, he's he has to be a racist. He was a nonce, which is a pedophile in his book. Tommy was all kind of bad thing. It lies on lies on lies because they have no, and he knows it's a lie. That's what I don't understand. Yeah, assaulting a female named Kaylee, but he was also, wasn't it Bleeding Heart too? Yeah, I heard it, Tommy. It was really bad. He was saying all kind of. I haven't heard a man talking like that to a woman in years. Yeah, he is a pathological liar. That's the only reason because it's so because he know Tommy. We've been good to this man. Let me be honest. I've been good to him. Oh, she's the sidekick. So it was a whole other woman. It's that woman you just showed me. That Kaylee. Was that the woman he was going in on? That's sad. To go in on a girl like that, that's unbelievable for me. Because you know what? That's just showing you a piece of fucking shit. Nothing else, man. Nothing else but a piece of shit. going after a woman like that, you were screaming all kind of weird words and threatening her and all kind of shit. To a woman, you a big fucking man, Brian Hurl. Brian Squirrel, I think, because you're squirreling with your fucking ass, you fucking weirdo, man. Ugh. Squirt. You're a squirter, you. No, I'm just thinking he's the biggest piece of shit because look at him. He's not. And the video, who made that with his face on? That was hilarious. I saw that something with his fucking face on. Him as a dancer and all kind of weird. Brian Squirrel from the fucking cream scene, man. He will squirrel all over, you know. When he's dressed like a woman. He wish with his knickers on. Isn't that the name in Britain? Knickers? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, his butt hat, because you can see he's got butt plug in his knickers. Is that with his feet? Yeah. And then he's got black leg, a G string up in his fucking ass. It's like, oh, he's been fucking getting butt plugs up, into the gays, into the community, and fucking in the jail community. He knows his way around butt plugs. But, I never heard so many lies. And to say that you can't be angry about a lie, it shows your guilt. Hmm. Really? See, I've been angry, and I've been done wrong too. See, it's to say it shows you're guilty if you get angry. That's the most dumb thing I ever have heard. If you, of course, you get angry if someone says something wrong about you. If you just let that be, let it slide, everybody would think you're guilty. You know, haven't you ever seen like the way people? You can fucking go to Netflix and see Making a Murderer and see that man who killed his woman. The way he's saying it. Oh, oh, oh. You get fucking angry if somebody is doing you wrong. Because it's not okay to talk shit about you, especially not about your mom and shit. If people talk that shit about me, those did it one time. And I went ballistic on a live. I was almost getting kicked out of my fucking house. I got so mad. So to say you don't get mad if you're not guilty, that's a lie. Of course you get mad. What the fuck? And you, Chris Morris, to say you're the voice of reason and say, yeah, anger shows the truth. Okay, anger shows the truth. Okay, so that means all serial killers are right. BTK was right. Jeffrey Dahmer was right because they were angry. So that was true what they did. You don't have any sense of reality in your fucking brain. Get a fucking life and stop being a solicitor for the fucking Villains Inc. channel. What the fuck? You don't get paid for it. How can you go for 8, 9 to 5? I don't know how it works in fucking England. Working 9 to 5, going home, play the solicitor in a childish game called the Dream Team and the Villains. Yeah, we got to talk about the running table. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because yeah. It's delusional lies and all kind of weird shenanigans you're putting together just to get some views. Views is not all you need here in life. You need to be a good man too. You know how that feels? Any of you? Be classy. If you know something, don't twist it around to your own benefit. And it's not even to your own benefit. You don't even get paid for this. You're a weird bunch of people. And Mr. Fistfucker, or the fuck your name? I don't know what your name is anymore. Because then you're the cobra, then you're the snake, then you're this, then you're that, and it's only to make Can you laugh any more raw? You know what I mean? And talk any more gangster? When the fuck did you become a gangster? What the fuck? I know I am more. If we're gonna talk street, don't talk street with me because you'll lose time and time again. You say you're a Marine. They don't talk like that. What the fuck? Yeah, some Marines too, I know. But but you, Mr. Unknown, being a Marine, that would be a laugh. Denounce your country as a Marine? Okay. So you take on the Bible and shit, and you become the soldier. You go to war. You say you've been overseas. You've been everything. You're a United States Marine. You get on YouTube. You get a following like only two, 300 from the UK. Then you denounce your flag because of a YouTube thing. What would you do if you were in war and Taliban or who the fuck was coming? You would wave the Taliban flag, you motherfucker. You fucking weak piece of shit. You're nothing. How the fuck can you denounce a flag? Denounce a fucking whole country that's been feeding you since you was a fucking infant. I don't think you were born in Cuba. You were not. You said so, even, I think. You got Cuban something, if you even got that. You know, for me, it doesn't matter where you come from. It's how you conduct yourself now and show, you know, it's only, uh, a sick individual who denounces his flag after fighting for this country, for your country. And we're allies with you. So that means you could go walk side by side with me on a fucking patrol. Then suddenly you'll say, hey, I have to go over here. I got some friends. And they will stand with like shit on and shit and with woman, Mr. No, you have to, not only do you have to take your license, you would have to, I don't know how you ever would get respect in America again. Because if you did that in Denmark, you wouldn't ever get, respect again, ever. So, Mr. No, I just think you should say what you really mean, say what you really think. And I heard there's some trouble in paradise already. And the thing is, you think it's so important. It's not. It's YouTube. So if you can denounce your flag over YouTube, what the fuck can you do? You thick sucker, like Trump says. You is. You are. Sorry. You are. And that's just you. And that's okay. But don't say you're the real thing and the most hated man on YouTube. I don't think you're the most hated man. I don't think so. Uh, because you have no, you know, you're not original. You are literally not original. You say that we can't come up with our own shit. We can't. I don't even see. I get kind of afresh right now because you are a certified dick sucker, and you are wrong. Everything you say, a lie because you've been here. You've been together with me, Tommy. Back then it was Factual and Doc. You've been together with us. We were a team. We were talking, and you started with all that round table shit when Brian Hurl was coming in, and we was falling for it for a minute, but not really, because Doc, he already saw through you. He already saw through you back then. And Tommy and me was beginning to, because we could hear where you were going. And then you made the classical bomb. You took Cavalli KK from the grave. He was standing up from the grave, from his fucking. It was like he was up from from his coffin, and he was like there. And you said, "Here's my new right hand man." You didn't even talk to Tommy about it. Tommy, who literally took you in, treated you very, very good. We all did. And Brian would treated you good too. Now this, how can you even look in the mirror? You denounce your flag, you're ugly as fuck, you don't have anything going for you. You have your little channel. It's YouTube. If you got 1,000 subscribers, that means you're a small YouTuber. And it's not your channel, it's YouTube's channel. So all your shit is for nothing. You see, I'm eating a lot of C vitamins and shit. You have to. If I'm getting fresh tomorrow, but Brian Earl, you know us. Everybody knows us from that side, and we're not like that. So I would like to have a talk, and I tried yesterday. I said, "Can I come up and talk with some people?" And there had to be more people there. I don't care if there's two people, because people can see it. The rerun. It doesn't matter for me if they're two, if they're one, if I just can talk to the person, because I want some answers. Why are you lying about something you know is a lie? It's like saying there wasn't a goal when, like, Liverpool, you know, is making the goal for the championship or something like that. You can't just announce that. It happened, okay? And you've been over here and you've been listening to our reason, to our reasonable point of views and shit like that, and you've been agreeing with us, and suddenly you say all this about Tommy. Brian Hurl, you forget you live in a glass house and you're throwing stones like a motherfucker. How the fuck can you throw stones when you live in the biggest glass house in the fucking world? You don't even need. You see, this lump of hash is so big. It's like if it was in my ear, it would be so big. You know, listen. This is like a stone. If I was fucking throwing this in your fucking glass house, it would pick you right in the fucking pan. You know what I mean by that is you can't go around making all kind of words to people. You know it's not true. That's being a fraud. That's being fraudulent. And it's sad that a grown man is playing in the fucking box of sand with a kid, and you calling people out. You playing. It's like you and all your people, Esau and all them. They know what's wrong and what's not. So I think you have some, you know, you have to apologize to Tommy. You have to apologize to this team. You have to go another route. You have to find a new path. Cause here you're not gonna win. I'm on Tommy's side. I will always be that. I will always be on the dark side. I will always be on these people's side. Cause I love these people. And it's no homo shit. It's a friendship on another level that you don't understand. Cause we never lied to each other. Maybe I said some shit when I was high, like with the trailer hood shit, but that was because of my just, like Doug saying, when you drink too much or smoke too much or you're too fucking, you forget shit. And that's the truth. That's why I don't smoke so much right now, and because I have to remember a fucking gig this Saturday, and I haven't been able to practice that much because I've been sick. So you see, that's the truth that I haven't practiced that much. So when I call my boss, I don't say I've been practiced like a motherfucker. I don't say that. I say I've been sick, so I've had some difficulties. You don't just lie just to make it to your own benefit. You just don't. You can't. You don't win by cheating. Does that make any sense? You can't even. What the fuck? You can't even say some truth. You can't even bang some truth. You can't even. And when you bang, I heard you yesterday, and I think it's cool if you got something stopping now. If wisdom, if you stop now. But yesterday when I heard you, I was shocked. Let me be honest by that. I was shocked when I heard you were going in on Tommy, and that was not from yesterday. I found out it was an old stream I was watching. It was from 5 days ago because I couldn't find anything that was saying you were live. There were no live people on that fucking show. No, I was trying to get up there, trying to have a discussion with some people because you know that it's wrong, and when you know that, then it's kind of sick. Then it's kind of, of dumb. And you say you have a man who's the voice of reason. He should take a stand and say, "Hey, let's keep the truth here. Let's all be under the umbrella of truth, and let all the lies, like the pouring rain, like when you have an umbrella, the lies will just, you know, rain down beside you." Because you don't need lies coming down straight through your fucking. You don't need that because lies is making more problems. You don't gain anything from lies. So what the fuck are you lying for? What do you gain? What is your end game? And Mr. Known, I don't even know if you're the most. I think there's a lot of people that's hated even more than you. You're not the most hated man on YouTube. I think a lot of people is hated more. Saying some serial killers and shit is hated quite more than you. And it's not the point to be the most hated man on YouTube. You're making it like it sound like it's something cool. It's stupid. But what I want to say is here we're doing the same. Tommy is working, Dog is working. I don't know if Dog is working right now, but I know he's working his ass off when he is working. Now he's maybe sick, lying at home, getting better. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. But what I do mean is don't talk shit, but it's not even a shit yet. You know what I mean? You can't just go around and say all kind of weird shit. So what I want to do is I'm going to play my gigs. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, what I do in life, get my bread and get what I want to go. You see, right now I'm living under these conditions. It's cool for me. I got no problem with it. But it's cheap. It's good. It's nice. It's there's some nice people here. There's a lot of workers from all over the fucking world, and that's cool. That's great. I didn't know that. There's people from. Uh, I met people from the United States. I met people from France. I met people from Italy. I met people from all over Europe and all over the world. Actually, I met two people from Argentina. So uh, it's a nice place and it's a good place, and I am where I have to be. You know, I was talking kind of sad the other day about, when I was sick. I think it was the second day I was sick. You know, a sick stream. When you're sick, you come with some honesty. You do. And I was talking kind of shit about my ex, but it is what it is. It's not. It's not anything bad or anything. I was just a little mad. But I just heard these English people yesterday hearing how important they think there is. There is no importance to the thing you are doing. You say you're doing big things. Well, I've never seen anything like it. 100 subs and what? I've seen anything like it. Do you know a woman called Miss 504? She one day got 10,000 subs. That's unbelievable. Not 100. Miss 504 got 10,000, 1,100 subs in one fucking day. So fuck you, Dream Team, with your fucking 100 subs with a channel that's going 24 hours a day. What the fuck? And your streaming is 11 hours at a time. Of course you're getting 1,200 views. You're like a lot of people who's got a lot of followers. So what the fuck do you think? That's like, you see, I got people from all over the fucking world. I got people from Argentina, from New Zealand, from United States, from England, from like, I even got some family shit and some old girlfriends and shit like that. I don't even think I got some Danish people. I don't, because the Danish people are following me on Facebook. That's like my Danish platform. That's where I write all my shit. Where I'm gonna play, where I post like all my new flyers and shit. This is actually a flyer for this week. Soul R&B Disco House. I got a whole bunch of them, but it is what it is. We that's our flyer to go throughout to schools where we want to play, universities and shit like that. You see, it's about be real. And the dream machine, there's nothing real about you. You said you had a musical guest. I'm looking forward to hear that guest. You said a lot of shit, and it's just it's in the same. Yeah, 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 yeah. And Brian Hurl, you're so disgusting. Well, I'm feeling kind of. Actually, I heard this dream scene yesterday, and I was feeling kind of. I was being angry, but I'm feeling oozy. But I have to be ready for the gig Saturday. And I'm getting better and better. Let me be honest. I am getting better. And that's the good part. Because I was making these streams just to promise me that I would get better every day. And I can see on my face. that I'm getting better every day, all the time. Every minute I'm getting a little better, minute by minute by minute. So I am going to play on Saturday. I literally am, because uh, if I've been here for 14 days now, and it's not. It haven't been like people say 10 times the flu. Not at all. It's just been like the flu, and the flu is over now. So you know, it is what it is. I still have some coughing problems, and I have some lung disease, but unlike and I have to say this to Doc. I showed it yesterday. I showed one of my asthma sprays. You gotta have one of these, man. You literally do. Uh, the device is garbage. It just got that from a fucking cleaning. I don't. This is these fucking stupid programs you take down on your phone to clean your phone, and it just costs money. It's a stupid thing, and it does nothing for you. It just want more money and more money and more money. No, it's like the dream scene. What I don't understand with them is, are they trying to do this to get rich, or is it just piss the wasp off, or what is their end game? I don't see it. I can't understand it. They're doing nothing for the community. They're doing nothing for all the things they're saying they're doing. Uh, they're not. They're not catching. Yeah, they're catching pedals to their team, or predators at least. But again, if you're a big man on 100 kilos, like 200 pounds, can't even get a 100-pound woman, and you're double as big as her, and you can't even get her out, she's raping you with a butt plug. Sorry to say, but I know you shouldn't be laughing at that. But the man is literally huge. The woman is 100 pounds. That's 50 kilograms. That's nothing. That's literally a small woman who's raping a 200 pounds man. Yeah. What the flying fuck? And she took she took a picture with him lying. Believe me, lying with fucking G strings. When there's just this G string up the ass, but on a woman, that looks kind of cool if they got a good ass. You know what I mean? But Brian doesn't got a good. I don't know, but I only saw the knickers down at his fucking feet. With his underwear, and I don't know how that goes around if he's got the G string in under, and also it's up his ass, so he feel, oh, I got something tickling up my ass, up my ass. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Getting raped by a 50-kilogram woman? how how did she? What I want to know is, how did she stunk on you, or did she just with a gun? Like, I don't know how she did it, but I know, you know what I mean? Because Brian is lying. He's a pathological liar, like Tommy says. So I can't, he's embarrassed that he's been taking pictures off in a sexual, he's just embarrassed. And then he says he's been raped. I haven't yet seen a man get a hard on if he don't want to. You can't get me if you couldn't rape me, because if I wasn't horny, it wouldn't. You know. I couldn't pee in anyone if I was raped. What the fuck? And then a small woman, I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here. If I didn't want her, I don't want her. And if I don't want anybody, little Woody down there wouldn't stand at all. So she wouldn't stand a chance. You know what I mean? You know, we have a word called suiting up for slap. That means sucking up from down. You know what I mean? So, Brian, you're a fucking compulsive liar. You know, you just, I think the cream team, you've been showing your true colors for real. And it's sad because you were over here for months being cool with us, just talking to us, being good friends. And now this, that's stupid. See, I have to drink a lot because I'm so thirsty and I don't know why. I know why. That's because I'm sweating a lot, losing a lot of, yeah. But it is what it is. I hope I'll get better. I may do a stream a little later, just because I can, just because I'm bored, just because it's fucking hard to be isolated for people and talking through the window and shit. But there's people here who's in not a quarantine, but actually there's a lot of the workers here who's losing a lot of money, and that's kind of sad for them because they're working here from Monday to Thursday. They're working here in this town, and then they're going home to their families in Copenhagen or something else. So it's a real wholesale. And yesterday there were these Masons who were so drunk, and they were like, suddenly they're asking me, "Do you know where there's hookers?" And I was like, "No, I don't." And get the fuck out of here. They were so drunk. They were around and around the wholesale, and the boss of the wholesale, she had to calm them down, or else she said she would call the police. So it's people with a lot of money because the people who's masons, carpenters, all that shit, they earn a lot of money here in Denmark. Let me be honest. It's actually better than being a doctor. It's kind of laughable, but being good with your hands here in Denmark can take you a long way. It literally can. And these people are earning like $10,000 a month, you know, and they are saving nothing. They're just spending like motherfuckers. And I had this friend moving in, and he was actually a millionaire. So he took me on a, yeah, I can't call it a bender because I was not drinking, but I was doing everything else under the sun. Not taking too hard drugs, but I was enjoying myself. I was out on big clubs, and let me be honest, I didn't pay anything to get in these clubs because they knew me. And oh man, it's a long time no see, and blah 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 blah. But drinking water, standing with a young guy, women looking at you like you're fucking old as the pyramids and something shit like that. You know, I didn't feel comfortable with it, so I said to him, "Let's go home, man." And we were, but he said, "No, let's go out and shake some shit," and we did, and it was kind of fun. Let me be honest, it was kind of fun, but it was not. It was not what like when I was 20. Let me be honest, it was not at all like when I was 20. But he was showing me, and he showed me that he could buy this and buy that and shit like that. And do you want any women? And I said, no, 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 no. I'm fine. He heard that I just got a divorce. I was a new divorcee. And he said, you need some. And I said, no, I don't. thank you, but no. And that's what I see. That's the reason why I'm thinking about that is because these guys yesterday, they were drunk. They were sitting. We have something called what is it called? The Dirty Sides. It was an old newspaper you bought, and in the back of this newspaper there were all these escorts, massages, and all that thing. It's legal here in Denmark, so it's no biggie. Actually, it's not. And these guys, they wanted to go to a Brazilian something. And you see, when you're living here and nothing is happening, we are actually 12 miles outside of the town. And that's kind of good for me. It's good because I have to write. I have to, you know, if I walk around out here, it's very beautiful. It's typical Danish. It's like, it's look for something. It's look like something from a, I don't know, uh, very boring. No, but it's very beautiful and it's a lot of woods and shit like that, forests and shit like that. It's a good area. So I'm writing songs here, but it was better in the summertime. Let me be honest. Now it's beginning to be too cold to write songs outside. So I'm sitting in here, and I can smell we out in the country right now. Whoa. Sometimes the smell from these fucking sounds when they're spreading their shit. It's literally shit out on the fields and shit. You can smell that here. Whew. I can't even but it smells like we're out in the country. You know what I mean? But it's fun here. Being on the quarantine because they're so fucking delusional, these workers, and they're only here, like I say. Then he showed me one of them, and he was going to this Brazilian hooker, and he was doing this, and he was doing that. I said, but you're married. Yeah, but now when I won't work. I said, yeah, you're still married even though you go to work. And he said, no, I'm not. No, but when I go home, I'm like this. And he showed me pictures, and he had the most beautiful family. But, what am I to say? He's young. He's 25. And he already got a house, family, all that kind of stuff. So who am I to say? But, you can discuss a man with a man who's got these things going on. You can't say to him that's wrong and think you're gonna win there. I didn't win because I said it was wrong, and he said, "Nah, but I'm this father when I'm home." Yeah, when you're home, but you're not home. You should be this father like you are when you're home. But he didn't seem to understand that. He was getting kind of angry, so I didn't want to say too much. You know what I mean? Uh, there's no reason to piss a man off, if he's already pissed. So, and he is this kind of a bully type, but he's a nice guy. So, this is my morning. I'll smoke a big spliff, and I'll lie in my bed, and I'll maybe see who's going live, and I'll jump on, and I'll have a good time today. And when there's nothing, nobody's on, I jump on because I have nothing to do, nothing whatsoever. I was trying to make a number yesterday, but when you can't sing it because your throat is too sore, it's like it's very hard to make the melody without a piano. I don't have a piano here. I should have, but I don't. And there should be one actually, because it's an old inn, and there was always in the old days there would always be a piano, and like down the hall or something like that, because it's normal on these places to have a piano. And I don't even know if there's one. Yeah, I know there's not. I played there last week. I couldn't even remember I played there last week. She said to me, the 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 owner of this inn, or what you call it's called a crow, but you don't know what a crow is. A K-O-R, a K-R-O, it is crow. It is like it were when back in the days when the kings and queens and shit like that, they were going through, they had to have a place to stay. And in the 1800s, they opened this place so the king he could sleep here when he was going to Jelland. That shows how slow they were fucking moving, like 200-300 years ago. God damn, on horse shit and shit like that. Even the king. But then there's pictures like from 1820 where they're driving cars, Bentleys and shit like that. But it's okay. It's not too pricey. It's they have made this to people like me who's being thrown out of their by their wives and shit like that. So we're a lot of men here. And it's okay if they could leave each other's shit alone. You know, people steal here a lot. There's a lot of, and it's not to bash anybody from other countries, but people from Poland and shit like that, they have a tendency to, when they're in Denmark, let me say that. I don't know all Polish people, but when they're here, they have a tendency to steal our kitchen stuff and shit like that. That's very irritating. But I don't think it's a Polish thing. I just think it's a thing when you're living like we're living here. So I always go out and I go and fucking garden, smoke a spliff. I always do that. It's uh, it's my morning, and I love it. And back in the days, I would sit and play for like hours, you know. But since I've been sick, it's like my hands can move. It's like no, I can't explain it. It's a weird feeling, but it is what it is. Now I'm going to take a jacket on. You can hear all the fucking cars. There's a lot of cars driving this particular way every morning because that's the only way to Copenhagen and Odense. Odense, you can hear what town it is. Odense, Odin. That's it's called from it, but it was Hans Christian Andersen who lived here and made the town famous. It's kind of fun when it was called Odense. Odense. Weird. But maybe you can go out with me and smoke a spliff. I have to take my shoes on. But I'll ask you have a good day, okay? I'll have a good day. Uh, I have to do this. Oh, it's my cup. It's too. You can really feel it's a big paper cup now. It's too. It's almost dissolved. It's nothing. Kind of funny. Yeah. But you see, it's been kind of. I have to have a lighter with me. I do here. Is it this messy? But it is what it is, man. outside here in the garden. See, there's nothing. Nobody whatsoever. That's good. Yeah, I'm back. I hope it haven't been raining too much. Oh no, that's what I'm talking about. That's the drunk people. Uh, it's about not here. It's if they catch you, they can throw you out. Uh, it's not legal here. It's kind of irritating, but I don't want to live in fear for for being a smoker. You know, it's okay to smoke cigarettes here, but joints. But they know actually where the people who own this hotel know the people I buy the smoke from, and they're quite good friends. So they know I'm smoking, but it's just you can see now the cars. There's no cars here. Normally, there's cars all over the place. Um, and that's because it's a working hotel. It's a place where workers come and they're here all week. And actually, there's a lot of musicians too. I had a lot of colleagues. One of my colleagues came in, and I didn't want to talk to him because I was thinking, oh no, that guy, he's like he won the European song contest. It's like Eurovision. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's literally the saddest music ever been played. And I'm sorry because one of my friends been in it, and I was asked to be in it. But you know, if you're in the Eurovision, they like put this label on you that you're kind of trash. To be honest, and I don't know why, because it's actually kind of a big achievement. Actually, there were two brothers who won it from Denmark, kind of old. They were called the Brothers Olsen, and they won it when they were like 60 or something like that. And they, in that age, it's cool to win it because they got a whole new career and shit like that, and they earned a lot of money. And let me say, the one of them is called Nola, and he's smoking a lot. I met him. I actually look a little like him, people say, but I met him, and I was homeless, and he just won, and I said, "Congratulations!" He said, "Nash, what the fuck are you doing here?" I said, "I'm living here. I can see." He said. And he said, "Do you need anything?" I said, "Yeah, money." They all say that to me now. He said. I said, "But what the fuck? You just won that shit." And he gave me, actually, he didn't have to, but he gave me quite a lot. That was quite nice of him. So sometimes what goes around comes around. It's like I was very humble when I lived on the street. I was again, sometimes I was humble and sometimes I was not. When I was drinking, I was like an idiot. I'm always an idiot when I'm drinking. That's why I'm smoking because I can't handle my alcohol. It's not because I can't handle the alcohol. It's because I become this monster that I'm not. I uh, I have a tendency to fight. I have a tendency to be stupid. I have a tendency to say the wrong thing. I have a tendency to, yeah, to get in altercations with all kind of people. And when you play a lot to bike parties like I do, to club parties, when you don't say shit like I do, man, they put me to bed a couple of times. Let me be honest. I remember I played. There was this, the 81. They called me and they wanted me to come out there to in their clubhouse, and they want me to listen to some. They want to listen to some of my music, and I went out there with I think it was eight records or something like that. And I said, "Is that enough?" Yeah, yeah, that was enough. And I played it for them, but I was kind of disrespectful out there. So, you know, they uh, they were nice to me. Let me be honest, they were very nice, and I played for them, and it was a very good gig. And I remember, but now they're listening to a lot of techno here in Denmark, in Denmark and Europe, and I don't know about the states. I hope they're still listening to some good old rock and roll, the bikers, because bikers listening to techno, that's kind of weird. When we played for the guy, there was blues and it was real rock and roll, good old American rock and roll. But I don't know what the fuck got into them. I don't know. But we haven't been playing these gigs for a long time now. But yeah, I still play to Harley Davidson's party every year. Harley Davidson food, that's a big thing here in Odense. On food. Food, that's an island in Denmark. It's a big island. It's one of the three main main what do you mean main towns in Denmark. It's lying on Fyn, so it's in the middle of it all, and it's a quite good place to live. I must admit that. And I've been living here for like combined. I've been living here for like 15 years or something like that, and I must say I like it. Because I was thinking about moving to uh, Copenhagen, but I'm not. I don't think so. I don't think so. I got a shot because if it's the wrong people, it's very wrong. But I don't think they. I think they always on is the cleaning people that's here now. So it is what it is. That's maybe the last businessman who's going out today. Then I might be alone. Then I can sleep all day. But the most irritating about living in a hotel, when I go to sleep, uh, I sleep in the in the daytime because in the nighttime it's kind of noisy here. And when you're sick, I couldn't sleep. But you're very tired. Let me be honest. I never been so tired before. So I need a lot of vitamins. I think I'm going over to the grocery store and buy some shit. There's a lot of fucking old people here today. But it is what it is, you know. But the reason why I talked about this Eurovision, there was this guy who was a musician, and I was thinking, I know this guy. I know this guy. And he said, "Ain't you Mass?" And I said, "Yeah." You played for me once, and I said, "Did I?" Yeah, you played me when I played in Bricks. And I said, "Oh, oh," and it was coming to my mind. He won the Eurovision once, and he made this song, and he made it on English. It was back in '83. He made this video. It's running night and day, something like that. And he won that shit with that song. And I went on tour with him. I was not that old. I played the drums. I was very young actually, and that was the gimmick. It was that he played with a lot of young people who was like watching video all the time. It was bad, but I was getting paid, so that was good. You know, it's always good when you get paid. It's kind of cold today. Weird. Oh, it's cold as fuck actually. It's just the sickness. I don't know. Maybe I'm shivering from inside because I don't hope I got fever anymore. Oh, now they're coming all there. But I don't hope I got the fever anymore. I don't think so. But if I do got the fever, I am a little too, what do you call it? Too good. I feel too good to have the fever. I don't think I do. I don't know. But if I do have the fever, it's kind of bad. If I don't have the fever, it's okay. So I think I'll find something out uh, today. If I am going to play, but I don't know when I'm going there. I don't know how I'm going there because the meaning was I shouldn't. Now I have to carry all my fucking gear, and my gear is not that. No, now I can't take two of my guitars with me. I can only take one guitar, and that's kind of bad in my line of work. Because if I lose a string, yeah, it had to move because I have data on my phone. See, I go down here. Actually, I do this most of the time. Sorry. Oh, oh shit. See, I sit here. So I took it on. I took the Wi-Fi off, so it won't be disturbed. Here it's nice to sit. You can see the hotel in the back, and there's actually a pond here. It's been a very beautiful garden before. It still is, but then you have to go in there. It's a boring garden. But before, like in the 1800s, it was like a place people was coming to see the garden, and you can't say that anymore. There's nothing to see, but it's you see, there's the sun is coming up, but it's yeah, I don't know what it is. It's the sun is not coming through right now, so it's kind of cold. But it is about to be winter in Denmark. We only have 3 months with kind of sun, with good summer. We only have 3 months, and we always had that. Uh, but uh, I'm happy that it's over almost. I think tomorrow will be the last day, and it is the last day I can't be sick. So Saturday there's no coming back for it. Uh, but it's over for me now. I don't. Uh, I cough a little. I get a little snot in my nose. I feel a little oozy, but that's all. Compared to what it was in the start, it's like nothing. So so I hope everybody will feel have a good day, and everybody will have a good night. Everybody will wake up tight. Everybody will just enjoy life and just have a good time. I think the surroundings for me is quite beautiful right now. It's like I'm sitting in here, and the hotel is just back there. I'm going up to get my breakfast, listening to some of the idiots who sing kind of too much without saying anything. That's all these workers who stays here, who works with like IT and shit like that. You know, IT. What do I mean? I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I'm high, but it's a big joint. It was two cigarettes. You know, in Denmark you make hash. You don't. In hash you have to have tobacco. That's the bad thing with hashish. You see, in weed, you just smoke the weed. You know, somebody puts tobacco in weed. I don't. But this is so strong. You can't literally smoke it without tobacco. You can't. That's impossible. You can't just make a hashish cigarette. You can't. So you have to put tobacco in, or else it won't burn. It's an Indian way of, and it's not only an Indian way. It's also a Moroccan way. It's also a Afghanis. They do it the same in Afghanistan. They do it all over. But uh, then there's Thailand and these places where they smoke weed in America. But Spain, France, Denmark, Iceland, Greenland, Norway, Sweden, uh, all these countries, they're like they're like only hash countries. England love their weed too, but they have hash too. I know. I've been selling shit over there, allegedly. But no, it's hash countries, and you do have to put tobacco in. So the papas, if you go to India and you're going to a baba who's smoking, who's been smoking his whole life, and that's the only thing he's doing, because he's sitting down smoking and telling you wonderful stories. Stories about God, about uh, his God, about his higher power, and how he's connected to the universe and all that groovy shit. You know, there's a lot of that in India, and if you're sucker to it, don't go there. If you don't give a fuck about it, if you own your own shit, go there. It's fun as shit. And believe them motherfuckers. Why you sit there? It's when you go, you don't have to believe them motherfuckers. You don't have to get in a fucking sect and all that shit, the cult and all that shit is stupid. Get the fuck out of Dodge when you've been there for like 2 hours. It's too much, man. You know, take a trip another place. There are a lot of places like that. You know, it's just a trip. It's just funny. You know, me and my brother we had a laugh when we were there last time. You know, because all these boppers trying to make us believe all kind of weird shit. It was kind of groovy. But we gave them a tola. That's like 12 gram of hashish. We throw it. It cost no money, and we throw it in. And this baba was sitting there. You know, it's like a guru, and you give the guru, and the guru throws the hash over to his like disciple or the fuck what you would call it, and the disciple makes the chillum. The chillum that's like a you know what a chillum is? It's a pipe you smoke on. It's made of clay. It can be made of mascum. It can be made of brillier. Uh, I don't know what it's called in English, but it's just a pipe, and you're smoking. It's this long pipe, so you're smoking with your hands warm. You can feel when the hash is gone. You can feel it in your hands. So it's a tradition. It's been a tradition for 5,000 years. So they know their shit, and it's strong. If you're there, it's you get really, really, really high. But I've been eating mushrooms and all kind of weird shit down in here. So I'm a sucker for that shit. You know, I love that shit. So that's why I'm here. I must admit, it's hard to smoke when you're sick. It's not that easy. You don't smoke that fast. You don't smoke that quick. You don't inhale so much of the weed, of the hashish, or what you smoke. But it's kind of hard for the system. I can feel, but again, then it's coming out. You're getting it all out, and that's kind of good. Uh, because it's been helping on my and people say it don't help for pain. That's a lie, because if you relax, you don't think about the pain that much. So maybe it's a psychological thing, but that doesn't matter. It's a thing. No matter what you say, no matter what you're doing, it's a thing. You smoke it and you feel better. And I don't care what people say. It helps for my PSD. And to say that there's no healing things in that, I have to go. And you have a good day, all of you. Hope you'll have a lot of peace and hope you have a lot of love in your life today. Have a good day. Peace.